Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Snake Convoca, and I am better known as Squirtle on YouTube. Yes, I know I changed my name more than any average YouTuber, but that's besides the point. I'm here to deliver a origin story about one of my favorite supervillains of DC Comics. Now, I'm not saying she's the most powerfulest villain, but by the end of this video, you should know about her origin story and what she's capable of. And by the way, I want you to remember all of Earth is covered in grass, not just water. So I want you to remember that as I'm trying to explain her powers and her origin. Now, um, I've been doing some research on poison ivy, and I know that you should know that what DC Comics say about her is very true. Some of the most beautiful plants in the world are dangerous. They are blooming and beautiful, and they can shape and they bloom, and also by the time you realize it, it's too late. In nature, beauty can be used as a weapon. So it's only fitting that the world's or even Gotham's most beautiful list, but deadly eco terrorists will use it as her powers. Now, basically, that's saying Poison Ivy pretty much controls half of the earth, which is basically half of the planets, which I consider her one of the most powerful DC characters of all time because of what she's capable of doing with her powers. And some origin story I'm about to give to you. Once an innovative and radical biochemist named Polema, which was her actual real name, Poison Ivy's academic ambitions died on the vines when she was subjected to some experiments. These experiments twisted her mind and gave her dangerous sets of powers. Ivy found herself able to control plants and began to use her powers and of phenomenon to control plants, to mesmerize and manipulate people she encounters, and into doing her bidding, and then draws them in, where she sooner discovers where the victim soon discovers Ivy's other powers, which is basically a kiss and and touch can be lethal. Some terrorists fight for their corner of the world, but Poison Ivy fights for the world itself. She's a self-appointed defender of the environment. To her, plants have as much right to live as people, maybe more. Ivy sees humanity as a threatening thing to plants, which means that the world will be better off without humans. Her utter conviction, combined with her ambitions and combined with her noxic abilities, makes her a beautiful but dangerous adversary that sounds never more scary. By underestimating her would be your downfall. Now, I know I messed up on half those stuff, but I'm getting half this information from DC Comics. And basically what they're saying is true. And I know some backstory behind Poison Ivy. She grew up in an abusive home. Before she even was a biochemist, she grew up in an abusive home. Her father was very abusive to her mother, and her father was very abusive to her. Along with her powers, she thought all men was kinda not right to the world, just like she thinks humanity is not right to the world. And her powers goes as follows. Her powers is control over plant life, she's very intelligent, she's immune to toxin, and she can pretty much poison you. Her main base of operations is Gotham. And basically that's about it about Poison Ivy. There's not much to say about her. She's pretty much already you should already pretty much know about her origin story. She pretty much is one of the strongest, and not physically, not mentally, but with her powers as well. She pretty much is a misunderstood villain, which I consider her anti-hero. I don't consider her villain because she's an anti-hero in a way. She thinks that if Superman, Batman, or Darkseid, or Brainiac, or anybody that tries to harm the plants is an enemy. And pretty much, there have been times where she showed evil intent, but in ways she does it because she knows no better. Look at her past. Her father was very abusive to her. She didn't see any other life except abuse and anger when she was a child. So it kind of relates to her now. And by the way, who doesn't love her and her outfits? Come on, man. a half-naked girl. You have to fight a half-naked girl. Trust me. I'm surprised Batman and Superman don't get distracted. But let me know if you like anything I say in the video down in the comment section below. And if you haven't subscribed, I would gladly appreciate it if you subscribe for more Origin content, because I'll be uploading some more Origin content. And by the way, if you subscribe, I'll subscribe back. And I have a Facebook page, which I will pin the link below, and I have a Twitter page, which I will pin in the link below. And also, I do have Comic Amino. If nobody would know what Comic Amino is, Comic Amino is a comic book app to where you can chat with other comic book fans. If you like the video, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.